Okay, I think I'm back and I'm live. Ooh, considering how crazy things have been, I'm glad I was able to get back on right away. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Stacey Storino. Welcome back to my channel. This is the number one place I feel for entrepreneurs who aren't just interested in content marketing. They want to do content marketing that can actually bring them conversions. Conversions meaning, sure, more people in their social following, sure, more people on their email list, because you're 3 times more likely to get a sale from them than anywhere else. If somebody doesn't want to get on your email list, they're not likely going to ever buy from you. And of course, we all want more sales as entrepreneurs. So this is day 20's training for the 30-day social media growth challenge. So if you're a pre-existing student of mine for your paid, you knew about this challenge. But even if watching live or on the replay, you didn't know about this challenge, you didn't know about the prizes and stuff like that, you can still get all the free trainings and enjoy it. That's totally fine. There will be 30 of these total. There should be one a day from the last 2 days of January all the way through the end of February. And I do have a playlist. I called it like the 30-day challenge catch-up coaching playlist. That's in the show notes down below for each of the lives in this series. I also put it in the chat. And then there's the free content marketing for conversions Facebook group. Hey, Ruth, what's going on? Glad you joined me again. Ruth, can you give this a big thumbs up, please? That would really help. Everybody else live or on the replay, if you give this video a thumbs up. I could care less. For me, it's more just to get the video pushed out to more of my current subscribers while I'm live, and then also on the replay, they're more likely to see the replay as well show up in their feeds. So when you give it a big thumbs up, I feel like, you're putting a little tip in my tip jar. So I appreciate that. Okay. So since my husband surprised me by saying we're going away for President's Day weekend, I'm just front loading for days 20 for Saturday, 21 for Sunday, and 22 for Monday. So, but there will be 30 total, and the playlist will have 30 trainings. So make sure that if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, you subscribe. Hashtag live, hashtag replay. Even on the replay, I want to see who's showing up when. It matters to me. I will thumbs up and heart your comment to show you that it matters to me. And then also, click the bell notification and select all. So anytime I go live, anytime I publish a longer form video, anytime I put out a short with a quick tip, trick, or technique in there, you can benefit. All right, so this is supposed to be day 20. Day 20's teaching out of 30 days of free coaching. So it's all about social solutions here. Whether you're an official challenger or not, my advice is that even if you're a solopreneur, this might be pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. It might be hard. I do think that your goal, even if it's a stretch goal, given your facts and circumstances, is to publish one piece of original content to, and this could be a maximum, top 2 social media platforms that are most important to your niche. The more advanced you are, the more comfortable you feel, the more time you may have. If you have free or paid solutions that can help you get more stuff out more often, as your business becomes more profitable, you have independent contractors and or paid employees to help you get more content out and to manage your communities and your business with you, then sure, you can move up to my beginner students in Funnel Dynasty. Let me put that link down below. It's also in the show notes. So funneldynasty.com is like my one big paid solution, one-on group coachings every week or most every week, 7-module course, and 24 additional bonuses to help you overcome whatever particular marketing stumbling blocks you might be hitting. I've only been a coach for 10 years and an entrepreneur for 25 total. That's my big offering. If you have any problems with content marketing, you really want help, especially once all these 30 days worth of training stops, you can definitely check out that offer for more details. But putting Funnel Dynasty aside, and it's always in the show notes in my videos anyway, Today's training is about other social solutions. So let's pretend you're a beginner student of mine. I would say one piece of original content to the top 2 social media platforms for your niche. Once you're intermediate, you're making money, you're definitely profitable, your profit margins are increasing. I say don't just do 2 sales per month and cover the top 2 social media platforms that are best for your niche. Now you want to go to at least, as a minimum, 3 sales promotions a month. And you want to have 3 social media platforms with that one original piece of content per day. Once you're advanced, you have a team, you can afford all sorts of paid solutions, paid assistance. You can go to 4 or more social media platforms with that one original piece of content a day. And you should be having a sales promotion every week, if not daily, because how do you think any of my students get to 6 figures, multiple 6 or 7 figures? It's not because they have one sale a month and then they tuck their tail between their legs because they feel bad that they're even promoting. They're trying to be too pushy. We're not a bunch of teenage girls in the 80s. Let's get over it. We have to make more offers to make more money, plain and simple. Now, if you're a beginner, you have little to no money, what kind of social solutions am I recommending that you get into so that you can cover that daily marketing and, as you need to, sales-based content marketing solution? What would make it easier for you for little to no money to be able to cover that base more? Well, as I tell all of my students, because in most cases, one of the top 2 social media platforms that are most important to your niche would probably include Instagram. In this snapshot of time, things can always change. Instagram, people on Instagram, Instagram users, Instagrammers, they want to follow brands and businesses and content having to do with products and services and, solving problems, satisfying desires. They're very open to that, the corporate culture on Instagram. So if you're not serious about Instagram, you probably want to get more serious about Instagram. The best way to schedule posts and or post content to Instagram, I'm finding in this snapshot of time, doesn't cost you a thing. You don't have to go out and get Hootsuite, which I used to recommend and I don't anymore, or Later, or any other kind of like Planoly or anything like that. Especially when it comes to pictures, graphics, anything like that. You can schedule out for a year if you want to for free using the Meta Business Suite. So there's videos on YouTube that will show you click by click how to join your Instagram brand account, business account, I should say, with your Facebook brand page. You can connect those 2 together and you can schedule to both of those places simultaneously for free and get the best reach possible. There may be third-party business apps and software that Meta will allow so that, like Later, for example, Later's a legit third-party business partner of Meta, but Meta would prefer you use Meta's own tools. The more people that do that, the less glitchy things are. And the more time you're spending on their platform and not somebody else's platform, app, or software. So they prefer and will give you a little bit extra reach, it's been found, in terms of reward, in terms of reach. They certainly won't dumb down your reach if you use Meta. So to my mind, even if your niche doesn't love Facebook, say they're Gen Z, super young, Gen Y, I would still post to Facebook. I would still have a business page on Facebook. It's kind of, if you don't have a business page, especially for well into Gen Y or millennial on up, if someone goes to look up your business on Facebook, even if they don't love it, they're not there a lot, they might feel like you're a little weird if you don't have a business page. So I would definitely set up a business page, and I wouldn't go crazy. I would at least use the Meta Business Suite to push out, say, a reel, for example, to Instagram and Facebook at the same time. It'll be to your Facebook business page and it'll be to your Instagram business account. Those are the 2 things that Meta wants you to join together. And then you can schedule a whole bunch of stuff out. pictures, graphics, anything like that a whole year in advance. I would say in this snapshot of time when you're uploading a reel to go to Insta, and you may as well do Facebook too. Why not? See who you get there. I think you only get like 20, 30 minutes in advance, but I know that they're making improvements to the Meta Business Suite. So it's my guess that in the not too distant future, you can schedule out reels a little bit more as well. But if you like photos, especially if you're a products-based business, you have merch, you like graphics and memes and fun stuff like that, you can schedule those things out forever and a day through Meta, and it doesn't cost you anything, and you don't need to buy anybody's course or anything like that to learn how to use Meta. There's plenty of good YouTube videos out there. So if you're relatively new to business, you're not making a lot of money, you don't have a lot of profitability, you don't have to buy later Hootsuite or Metrocool or any of that stuff. I think Meta will continue to be, or the Meta Business Suite will continue to be, a free and very robust solution for no money. For no money. So if you are like, hey, I'm a solopreneur, I have a very hard time coming up with a daily deliverable every single day, especially to keep my current brand-based community happy with me and each other, let alone have one piece of content every single day, no matter what, that's relationship marketing based, that if I optimize it properly, I can kind of like put out one breadcrumb a day out there on social, Facebook, Insta, TikTok, whatever. Well, Facebook and Instagram, let's focus on those two. You could use the popularity plan, which is a monthly pack of assets that I sell. They're $37 per pack. They have at least 100 plus graphics in them. This month, well, for March 2023, I have it in the show notes below. It's 138 graphics. Most of them are very much March centric. Some you can get away with using in March or elsewhere if you want. There's 15 March-centered social media post templates that are swipe files, copy paste, fill in blanks, tweak the language if you want. You have 15 social media posts because you'll use some of the graphics with those swipe files. And, as a solo, you can knock those out pretty quickly. So that's 15 days out of 30, 31 in any given month that are almost completely done for you. And in every pack, there's like 4 March centric, in this case, March centric emails, one assigned to each week of the month. That will talk about things that are going on in and around that particular week. And if you have any sales going on, you can tuck it into a PS. But this is more about relationship marketing. Because if you don't email your list at least once a week, when you finally do get around to emailing them, you'll get a lot of unsubscribes because people forgot who you even were. You're never providing them with value. And you're not like a big brand that they expect might do nothing but sell to them. When you're a small business, it's kind of like a double standard. People want to be wined and dined if you want their money. And if you're not wining and dining them ever, and you're only emailing them once a month because maybe that's the only time you'll have a sale, they will forget that they even signed up for you. And you'll be surprised at how many people will leave when you email less as opposed to email more. And you can Google up statistics about that. You're actually better off emailing more, not less. So if you're like, I don't really like to write, or I don't really have the time to write an email a week and to write 15 social media post captions, and I might have Canva or Canva Pro, but I don't have all this time. And I know you're telling me I need to publish content more per month and not less. About 2 years ago, my student base came out to me, both free and paid, and said that they wanted me to come out with a pack for them. And it sells very well for the last 2 years. So that's like a cheap way. $37 for 138 graphics alone is a steal of a deal, plus the 15 swipe files for social media post templates and the 4 swipe files for emails. I mean, come on. Hey, Jacqueline Zone. Nice to see you again, Jackie. What can I do that's free for you? If you're on my email list already and you don't have my newest freebie, you can just hit reply on any email I've sent you over the last week or so. And you can just say, send me the latest freebie, and I'll send it to you. Don't rejoin the email list. You do not have to do that. But if you have no freebies from me, you're new or relatively new to me, you can go to don'tbeafakeguru.com. I put it in the chat. It should show up on the replay too, and you'll get a good freebie. It's like a 10-step guide. So that even if you're not a coach, course creator, you're not trying to be a guru, you are trying to be a brand leader and run a small business that people can get behind. So these are like 10 things that you need to be more aware of or shore up or have. Because, for example, if you don't have a website, even a small one, it doesn't matter if you're selling on Etsy as a products-based business or you're doing Udemy or something like that. If you're a coach, if you don't have your own website, about 80% of people won't buy from you. And that's, again, a bettable stat. This is not the gospel according to Stacey Storino, nor do I ask you to treat it like that. So, that's a free guide that at least you can wrap your arms around, like 10 things that you need to do to establish out there on the internet and social media so that you are a more credible presence. Because if somebody's going to pick between a business owner and someone who might just be a hobbyist and everything else is equal, they're going to go with the person that they feel like is running a business, because they're going to feel consciously and or subconsciously like they're going to get better customer service if they need it, right? Et cetera, et cetera. A hobbyist might feel like a fly-by-night. So you can go to don'tbeafakeguru.com if you're not on my email list already to get that freebie like auto sent to you. If you're not sure if you have it, just hit reply on an email from me if you're already on my email list, and I'll get it to you, and you'll either have it or you're like, oh, it's a duplicate. But let me cover the base like that. What's something else that's free that might be able to help you with content marketing? You can join the free Facebook group, Content Marketing for Conversions. There's 2 additional freebies that are there in the Files tab at the top of the group feed. So once you're in, you can get that. So between don'tbeafakeguru.com and the Content Marketing for Conversions Facebook group, you get 3 freebies. They're not duplicates of each other. What can you do that's also free, or it's freemium and there's paid levels if you want? If you're going to be on YouTube, and at some point all businesses you should be leveraging search on YouTube, because it's going to drive a lot of traffic for you. While I get email opt-ins in business through social media, and I totally do, I also get quite a bit of it through YouTube as well, and I have over the years. So at some point, if you're a beginner, I don't want you to get overwhelmed, but at some point when you're like, I'm covering my daily content marketing base, I'm running at least 2 sales a month, and it's not if I'm going to make money, it's how much. Once you feel like, okay, I'm not going to go crazy, you're definitely going to want to get into YouTube. And I know that quite a few of my students, free and paid, have YouTube channels already. If you want to optimize your content for better search, because especially as an entrepreneur, as a business, you're going to be leveraging search and suggested, but there's a free/freemium tool that you might want to see about and get. So there's TubeBuddy. So that's in the live chat also, and there's a link in the show notes below. That is a YouTube-centric, assistant, if you will. It will help you to see what kind of keywords you should be optimizing for on YouTube. It will suggest other keywords. It will help you with tags for your videos, a whole bunch of stuff. And the free level is pretty robust for free. And it is, at least now, forever free. So why you wouldn't at least sign up to get that if you're going to have a YouTube channel for your business, even if you're posting something there a couple times a month and that's it for now? You probably should get TubeBuddy. And then it has paid levels, and you can see what the paid levels will give you. And when you're ready, willing, and able to, and you want to make more of a move on YouTube, you should. YouTube is the 2nd largest search engine on planet Earth behind only Google. And it is the largest video search engine on Earth. So to not have some sort of presence now or later on YouTube for your business, it's silly. Jacqueline Zone said, I just got some info about something happening with YouTube. Gonzalez versus Google, section 230. Okay. I don't. Gonzalez versus Google, section 230. Okay, I'm going to have to look that up, and I might do a separate video about that. I'll definitely put a post in the Content Marketing for Conversions Facebook group once I suss that out. It sounds to me, but I'm just winging it here, that it is Section 230 is something that the government was trying to at one point get on social media and search engines to say, do they have certain restrictions because it's considered like the public arena? Or are these private companies with their private platforms and government doesn't have a right to say anything about who they allow on and off or what kind of free speech they'll allow or they won't? So I think that's got something to do with that, but let me research it and I'll talk about it in the Content Marketing for Conversions Facebook group first for sure. So thank you for bringing that up. Let me just pull a separate tab open and just grab that up really quickly. So this way I remember to pull it up. It is a lawsuit, and it's Gonzalez versus Google in the face of Section 230. That's what I thought it was, but let me do a bit more of a deep dive. Thank you for bringing that up to my attention. It's only a couple days old, so now I don't feel too bad. Hold on. Okay. So stay tuned in the Facebook group Content Marketing for Conversions for my kind of feedback about it. The other thing that I want you to take a look at is Flick. That allows you to do hashtag optimization in an Instagram centric way. It is an official third party vendor of Instagram. I use it. A lot of my paid students use it, and several of my free students use it. And I've never had anybody say after their free trial, oh, what a horrible tool. They usually will stick with it, and then there's different plans that you can pick. But if you really want to increase your discoverability on Instagram, hashtags are still a thing on Instagram. Instagram SEO has increasingly become a thing, meaning the keywords that you use in your captions are more and more important for you to think about. If you're a Funnel Dynasty student, we talk about long form keywords and where you would figure out for your business and your ideal customer and the space you're trying to be a thought leader in. You triangulate and you pick out different keywords for the 3 different places that someone's on a journey also. So you know how to custom craft that to your business, your ideal customer, and the 3 different places they're in the journey. But what I will say to you here is it's not just a keyword recommendation tool where they'll pull up other keywords for you on Flick or flick.tech, and it's always in the show notes, let alone I put it in the live chat and the replay chat. Take a look at what Flick does. Give it a spin for a week if you'd like for free with everything unlocked. But amongst other things, what I like about Flick is it will show you if a hashtag is increasing in terms of use and reach or decreasing. It will help you see which hashtags get more engagement from the content consumer as opposed to less, what gets more hearts or likes, what gets more comments, that sort of thing. There's no other tool that I'm aware of that's like Flick, and it's not a black hat or gray hat solution or tool. Instagram/Meta has made it an approved third party, and the Meta Business Suite doesn't really give you something like flick.tech. You can put a ribbon or save a lot of hashtags for reuse through the Meta Business Suite. And that's convenient, guys. But what I'm saying is to know what's on the rise versus what's cooling off on Instagram, to know what hashtags are going to get you more engagement, because more engagement does mean that algorithmically your posts are going to be suggested out more. In the case of Instagram on the Explore page, and not just shown to more of your current followers. You may or may not realize this. Every follower of yours does not see every post that you publish. Unless they're hyper engaged with you or even somewhat engaged with you, then they should. But if they engage only once in a blue, you're going to have to reel them back in, or you have thousands upon thousands of people who kind of the lights are on, but no one's home for them. So daily posting and staying top of mind definitely helps you on Instagram. I don't care what anybody else says. I know what my students and I over the course of 10 years have seen, and algorithms change and iterate and evolve, but still the human beings are driving the whole thing. So that's why it's so important to build your community wide and deep and keep yourself top of mind with them. Using the right hashtags will help you rank in social search better on Instagram in this example. I do have a lot of students that will use Flick and they'll like retrofit it to rank stuff on TikTok to be pulled up in search on TikTok better. Where else do they do it? Twitter. I've got a few that'll use it for Twitter. It's mostly kind of between Instagram and TikTok. And they said that, by and large, that will help save them a whole lot of time on TikTok as well. But you're leveraging social search, which is critical. People will search on keywords and hashtags both, especially on Insta, but yes, on TikTok too. TikTok's user base is now more adults than kids. And it's still the truth that the fastest growing demographic on TikTok is millennial women. So if you're selling to millennial women or millennial moms, and that's part of your ideal customer structure, which for a lot of my students it is, certainly not all of them, wow, you really need to be on TikTok now, not more, not less. So, so those are some social solutions that are free, that are freemium, that are paid. That if you need help in terms of content marketing for conversions, so that you don't feel like you're just throwing spaghetti against the wall, beginner, intermediate, advanced, depending upon what's fiscally responsible for you, you should look into the things that are in the show notes and the chat live stream and replay and check it out and leverage those things. Okay, so this is day 20, which was supposed to be Saturday, February 18th, but I'm going away for the weekend. Surprise, Stacey. So I'm going to come right back on. So if you have any other questions, maybe you save it to the next section or put it here, but I'm going to go up for day 21, which should be Sunday, February 19th. And then after that, I will do day 22, right? Am I right? And that should be for Monday, President's Day, the 22nd, because I'm going to be away unexpectedly, but it's fun. Oh, so let me see. My husband just told me that. Yeah, so we'll be gone. Oh. So what I'm doing now covers Saturday, February 18th. Then I'm going to do 2 more sessions, one to cover February 19th, which is Sunday, and February 20th, which is President's Day. Okay, so I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.